Alrighty guys, welcome back to another LEGO set review from Brick by Brick. And today we have the Chima set, which kinda interesting. I think this is the second one that I've reviewed on this channel, I think. Sounds about right. But this is Eris' Eagle Interceptor from the original wave of Chima sets. And it's a pretty cool-ish set. Retailed for $35 in 2013. Now it's actually cheaper than that if you want to buy it on the aftermarket. 364 pieces, and it comes with 3 minifigures, which are Eris, Razor, and Rizzo, and it is set number 70003. So, you see here, basically consists of this big Eagle-inspired vehicle, this small Raven-inspired vehicle, and then the 3 figures. I think we're going to start off with the Raven. Alright, so here is Razor's Raven vehicle, and it's pretty small, pretty simple. It does have these nice wing pieces, which, you can either tuck in like that, like if it's going really fast, or if it's, slowing down or whatever. You can pull them out like that. That's actually a nice look for it. Makes it very sleek. And then this makes it look more bird-like. You can see it's kind of got this small beak and those little red studs to kind of suggest eyes. There are supposed to be stickers here. I don't have the sticker sheet for this set, so you won't see those. But they just add some, like, some tech detail, kind of. And I think it looks good without stickers too. It looks more realistic, like more bird-like and less machine-like. And then it's got these 2 little swords here, which you could take off and use with your figures. They could also be like blasters or whatever you want them to be. And this nice little piece represents a tail. And you kind of have thrusters in the back. And then the 2 levers is controls, and he just sits down on 4 studs. And the other Raven in the back. This is kind of what the Ravens get in the set. So, yeah. That's the bad guys. Let's take a look at what the good guys get. Alright, so here is the Eagle Interceptor. And, kind of looks bird-like. And we'll start off with this front section, which does have a little play feature. And, first of all, it can rotate its head at the neck. It can kind of look down, look forward. It can't go up because of the back there. But this is also meant to be a little escape pod. So like if, this just blows up, you can just kind of glide away on these small little wings. And meant to look like a beak on the front, which gives it that eagle look. Very nice. Nice big cockpit. And inside, just 1 lever for Eris to use to control the vehicle. You will notice that her wings had to be taken off. Those are actually placed on the vehicle because they have a placement there, which you can see right there, and on the other side. But got these little blasters on the sides, so you can still shoot things in this little escape pod form. And then just some little thrusters in the back. I don't know, looks okay. Also, that's how it attaches. It uses these kind of hinges. And you can see right there, there's some little, maybe chi energy, the transparent blue pieces. So that might be what powers this section. You never know. And there we go. It's tough to get it to stand without the head on there, though. You can see that right up here it's got some nice curves and stuff. Looking on the top, it's got this engine up here with the 6 cylinders. And through these ball joints, the wings can flap around. The wings, I think, are one of the best parts of this thing. Just, from looks, first impressions. And there is supposed to be a sticker here, by the way. Again, don't have that or that, either stickers. It uses these nice eagle wing pieces, kind of, on these hinges. You can extend them out different angles, different shapes, obviously same on both sides. And you can move the wings forward and back and down and up. So that's cool. Nice posability there. And these are the wings for Eris. We'll take them off. That's what it looks like when you don't have Eris in there. And from the front, it's got these little red weapons, cannons or whatever. And there's also a cool flick fire missile right there. Just simply built. There's one on either side. And yeah, that's the main weapon system for the vehicle, like the main actual weapons that you can actually shoot if you're playing with this thing. Just those, you know, just the weapon, the spring-loaded or flick-fire missiles on the wings. This back section opens up. I just threw Eris' weapon in there, but I think it's supposed to be just for the chi in there, and kind of could maybe be used as a little prison cell. I don't know, maybe. And whoops. But it looks alright. Kind of looks like a prison cell from the side, just because that piece right there kind of gives it that texture. You can't really see it, but you know, that kind of texture there. That was really bright. And the back tail kind of got, you know, some tail feathers. And they look alright. They're kind of weird angles. These ones on the outsides can be kind of moved in and out a little, just because of the way they're attached in there. And the legs, it does have little ball joints, and they can come out and rotate around. Do have some nice claws, but you can go like that, and there are some ways that you can get it to kind of stand on those claws, which looks really cool. You know, if you had like a branch or something, you could, but they usually just don't have enough friction to keep up the whole thing. They'll just bend down because it's easier for them to do that. So, you know, it doesn't always work. But you can get some decent looking poses out of that, possibly. And it does have just some nice blue used to cover all that up. And the base of these feet is probably the most pleasant surprise of the whole thing. Is this nice printed upside down 2x2 tile with these little thruster pieces. That's pretty cool, you know. That kind of explains how it flies. You know, it's a machine. Machines usually can't just, you know, sit there and just like have wings and fly. They have to, you know, do something else in order to achieve flight. So anyway, that is the you know, the Eagle Interceptor. And we just got 3 figures to take a look at. So let's do that now. All right, so this is Rizzo, and he is one of the 2 ravens in the set. And he comes with this interestingly built up blaster, you know, pretty oversized, like a lot of Chima stuff. Red blaster, chi powered, stud right there. This nice gun that was, you know, used in cars, used in a couple older themes, you know, not too common. And then this big claw piece kind of makes it that oversized shape. Nice metallic printing on there. I did a minifigure showcase for this guy, so you can go and check it out if you want to see him in more detail. And he does have 2 facial expressions printed on there. One of them has that squinty eye, which, you know, looks like that with the mask. And the other one, if you just turn that around, he's got like a more wide open eye, I'd say that's a more creepy look. And his armor piece, you know, just silver armor with the wings on the back clipped on, and the torso print on the front and the back. Looks pretty cool. So, you know, pretty detailed figure, and he looks good, I think. I really like the expression with the eye that's like mostly closed. And this one's interesting because he does have a couple cybernetic parts, including the peg leg and the eye eye patch-ish. The ravens are pretty much pirates. They're Chima pirates. But let's look at the other Raven in the set. And this guy is Razor. He's pretty cool. I like this guy a lot. Probably more than the other one. He has this nice weapon, which is the same as Kragger uses usually, but this one's in silver. You know, usually the bad guys use this kind of weapon. And really like this one's head printing. You kind of saw the mold on the last guy. You can see it a little better now. But I really like that metallic red and the metallic silver combination. I think that looks awesome. And you can see the front of his face. It has some metallic red and silver printing on there as well. And there's the front eyes, the back of the face, with those eyes. You know, two cool expressions there. They kind of look both just similar, but you know, obviously the eyes change it a bit. Same armor as Rizzo. And there's the torso printing on there, back print, and he does have some leg printing. If you go down there, you can see even printing on the toes, which is nice. And kind of looks Raven-like. I think it looks like what it's supposed to look like in the show, so I think not much bad about this figure. I mean, it is a Chima figure, and the parts aren't very useful for other stuff, so if that's what you're looking for, then you're not really going to like these three figures. He also has a hook hand, by the way. And let's take a look at Eris, the last figure. Alright, here's Eris in her 2013 outfit, kinda. And she has this nice axe mold, chi on both sides, and a nice bar in there, that's her weapon. Her wings, same way as the Ravens, same armor piece and everything. She has this unique head print on this eagle head mold, and that's pretty cool, like that a bit. There's the front of her face, and the back of her face. These ones, the eyes look very, very similar, so it doesn't change the expression much. But if we remove that, in the armor you can see all that torso print, lots of metallic gold on there, which is really nice. And you can see the leg print too. And there's the back of the torso. And if we just put that all together, you can see kind of that most of the torso print on the back gets covered up. The same thing applies to the Ravens too, obviously. But yeah, that is Eris. Just a nice figure from Chima. Always liked the Eagles and Ravens more than most of the other tribes, just because they look cool. But yeah, let's get back to the set for a final overview. Alright, so this is the set in its entirety. I mean, I have mixed feelings about it. First off, it was one of my favorite Chima sets from the original wave when they were revealed. It was one of the ones that I maybe was interested in getting. I didn't, because, you know, obviously. I just got it recently for free, kinda. But, it's a decent set, you know. I like the vehicle for the most part. There's parts of it that are, you know, not so great. I wish that some of it was more, like, locked in place in the design. Just, like, the wings and everything would, like, stay at a certain angle so that you could have it symmetrical. The figures are all nice. I like those quite a bit. This thing is alright for a side build. There's something about this set that doesn't, like, still after having it, I don't know if I would have bought it. It's not, like, I have mixed feelings about Chima now. I mean, I used to not like it that much, because I just thought Ninjago was better, and I was, you know, I didn't think that it would be very good. Kind of went into it with, you know, a negative impression already. Not great. And then, you know, it's over now. The show did a good job of ending itself, so I do hope that the Chima theme never comes back. or at least not for a long time. But I do think that it was a whole lot better than Exo-Knights. A lot more interesting ideas, a lot more better TV show. But I think that the problem with Chima is that it's based on something that isn't very popular, just animals in general. You know, the premise isn't attractive to people, and I still think that that's kind of the same thing with me. I'm not... In order to really appreciate Chima Sets, you have to appreciate the theme itself, and I still don't really appreciate the theme as a whole, because it's not something that interests me a whole lot. So that's kind of the big problem with that. Chima is not a bad theme at all, but it kind of, you know, is it's for certain people more than it is for others. So that's kind of my opinion on it. I hope you guys enjoyed this review. Let me know if you did. And let me know what you guys think of this set, because, you know, I still don't know quite what I think about it. I mean, I like the look on the whole. It's alright. It's got some playability to it, but there's just something off about it to me. I don't know if it's just the back section is kind of weird. I don't know if it's the wings being spaced out and not, you know, very solid. I don't know what it is. Maybe you guys can tell me. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys all later. Bye, guys.